Welcome, everybody. This is week 3 of 4 weeks on CHCMGT005, Facilitate Workplace Debriefing and Support Processes. Just wanted to do an introduction. We have 4 weeks dedicated. In week 1, we did an overview, and week 2, we started to do some of the knowledge and the practitioner skills and a good understanding around what is case management and how do we care for ourselves, our peers, our organisation and our clients in no particular order. This unit is about an incident happening in the workplace, and then how do we debrief afterwards? What are the steps and support we need to do? And of course, the legal and ethical requirements. So let me start with our acknowledgement of country. In the spirit of reconciliation, Hayter Institute of Education acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as the first inhabitants of this nation and the traditional custodians of the land on which we work, live and study. We express our gratitude for the sharing of this land, our sorrow for the personal, spiritual and cultural costs of that sharing, and hope that we may move forward together in harmony and in the spirit of healing. We pay our respects to all First Nation people and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging. So there are 4 assessment tasks. We have the knowledge, which is usually around your quiz, the case study to get that underpinning knowledge, and then we have planning for and discussing around how would we debrief and doing the debrief. So the assessment that we're going to be doing tonight will be our practitioner skills, our role plays, and we have dedicated week 3 and week 4 for that. You will have a learner's guide, which is your resource. You will also have a full copy of the slides that come with this unit, which you can work your way through. There's some good resources and some additional short video recordings for you to watch. They will be your resources to keep. And this is a brief overview around the unit, as well as we're going to have a part 2 recording, which will be our role plays. And of course, in our final week is all night role plays as well. So if you're not doing your role playing class, that's perfectly okay. You'll just book a group. You need yourself and 3 peers who are studying and able to understand the scenario. And to do that in a safe way, you will play the role of Ash, you will be the worker, and you will be debriefing and supporting your peers in class. They will be staff members who are present during that critical incident, and you'll be ensuring that they are okay, that you'll be offering them whatever support and resources that they need, and explain to them and listen to them what it is they went through, how they feel about what that's happened, and then what you can do for them to support them while they're trying to work their way through this. So these incidents do happen in the workplace. These incidents may have happened to our clients. So it's a really essential skill. This defines you as a caseworker. So you have your quiz in task 1, your case study in task 2, your role plays, which is task 3, and then of course task 4 being your project, which we do in our work placement as well. So just a little bit of housekeeping. This is heavy going. It is an incident where it talks about a client passing away and unpacking all of that, the thoughts and the feelings and the actions. It can be traumatic for some people to even listen to a story, even though it may not be happening for you. So just go gently there. So just a little bit of week 1 was our overview. Then we spoke about our workplace incidents, and we did our case management, all our core knowledge and skills in practitioners around role plays, which is going to happen tonight, and our skills assessment. And I do a toolbox talk at the end of part 2. And then, of course, week 4 is full skills assessment and a debrief. And we finish this on the 31st of July. So we have gone over the strategies to reduce stress in the workplace, and the core of what you're going to see in part 2 tonight is about stress in community service environment and the work that you may come across from time to time, the fundamentals of stress, and then the demand control model of employment. So making sure that you're in a culture where safety is the priority. Stress in the community environment is all of our clients and vulnerable. So feedback and support and developing strategies around wellness, meeting the requirements, both legal and ethical, in workplace health and safety, where psychological safety sits under that legislation. The ability to reflect and self-assess critical incident stress. How does that appear? When does that appear? And what delayed reactions people might have? And then what are the professional resources around for us in the workplace? So what are the needs around a community service setting? To get to know yourself, make your changes in your daily work practices, consider sharing and delegating tasks over, prioritise what is important, set realistic timelines for yourself, and then take those breaks. Get to know your peers, ways to interact, changes in situations, and that stress is cumulative, which means that it builds up over a period of time, and we might think we're okay, but it is really something that you might be perfectly fine, and one small thing which would not normally bother you will be the thing where you go too much. And what we don't want is burnout. And a lot of people who work frontline, demanding hours, complex clients can burn out. So you need to make this part of your practice, your self-care and care for others. So the needs in the community services setting fall into your vision, mission, and values. And last week we actually did what were our values, what was important to us. And I shared that with everybody. Structure of the organisation, what quality systems are in place, policies and procedures. What are your reporting mechanisms and structure, which means your hierarchy? How do we report an incident? Who do we report that to? What is it that we say? Because your incident report and your file notes are a legal document and can be subpoenaed by the courts. So this scenario, there would definitely be an investigation. But for this portion of it, this is about after the incident and making sure that those people who were present are okay. Taking time away, some of our learners approach that, and it's a need. And then the debriefing, just taking that, listening to people in a compassionate way and not expecting them to be able to move on too soon from something that may have happened. It's the same approach that we have with our clients. So we're going to give you some examples in the role play tonight. What's required of you as a worker, what conditions you are working under. Because it's got the Coroner's Act there, when there is a critical incident in the workplace, the investigation has quite a lot of rigour over that space. So this part of the night is coming up for you now, which is over 3 hours worth of role plays. The same scenario, but 3 groups come through. Even though it is the same scenario for everyone, there were no 2 people who did the same. So enjoy. There's a big part of your assessment are your role plays, and of course classes are a great place to be able to do that. You've got your learners already there. You can draw on their expertise, and then you get to be the client for them as well. So I'll sign off. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you next week. But stay tuned. Make sure you watch part 2. It's your resource to keep, and it will help you with your own role play as well.